Boom shakalaka. You know, had you have bought $35,000 of WIF back in February and then sold up here at the top a month later in March, you would have been a millionaire. Does a better opportunity exist? Could a mere $122 of similar chart punk make you a millionaire realistically? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at could a mere $122.37 of punk make you a millionaire realistically. Before we get into it guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and of course subscribe to the coolest channel on all of YouTube, this one. Now, as we were mentioning, had you have bought $35,000 of WIF at 17 cents back in February and then sold at the top in March at 477, you were 28x your investment, making you $1 million. Well, it turns out there's another coin that looks very similar to WIF looked before it took off. That coin we will be taking a look at today is named PONKE. Now, aside from a similar chart fractal going on, why else might we want to consider stacking PONKE right now or other altcoins, but for this video specifically PONKE? We'll get into all the maths, why, but before we get into that, you know, right now some major banks like HSBC, International Bank, they're saying after running millions of portfolio simulations using recent data sample, they find a small allocation of 1 to 5% in meme coins can enhance, no, it says crypto, not meme coins, can enhance portfolio diversification. Wouldn't that be crazy if it said meme coins though? But they're saying that having 1 to 5% crypto in your portfolio is good. This is a major international bank. Now, following that up with altcoins looking like they're about to explode, giving all the signals prior to previous alt seasons right now lighting up. Similarly here, we can see accumulation coming to an end and finding support on top of the cup of previous accumulation. This has been the moment before massive alt seasons historically, and this one potentially could be gigantic expanding cycles theory alt season, because while we had small accumulation, a small reaccumulation, and then alt season here, this could have been a multi-cycle accumulation and reaccumulation, making for a generational alt season coming. Now that being said, me personally, I think it's a great time to stock up on altcoins, especially when people are fearful. Now, which altcoins? Well, it turns out Willy Woo's already done all the due diligence for us. You see, out of all the top altcoins, this is from 2019. Just think, that many years ago, there were only like 3,000 altcoins. Now there's like 3 million altcoins. But anyways, there's two types. There's degenerators that just go down, and then there's oscillators which go back and forth. And he picks out some of the oscillators for us. As a matter of fact, some of the most popular ones, one of them is Doge. Now, me personally, this is a case for meme coins, because as Doge rhythmically pumps each cycle, guess what? Meme coins will rhythmically pump each cycle. Generally doesn't matter which ones you're in, but any meme coin will do. Now, pairing that with just the general stupidity across America, like this, America's fight to save handwriting from extinction as IQs begin to fall for the first time ever, and teachers warn some 20-year-olds can't sign checks anymore. And who signs checks anymore? I mean, what are these teachers thinking? But anyways, William Clemente says this is bullish for meme coins. Also, you have to consider the younger generations. They talk about stuff like, how does the fall of the Japanese yen affect the meme coin markets? Because guess what? They are the next people buying crypto, and likely they're going to be buying meme coins, not some, you know, highfalutin cryptocurrency that has a use case or anything like that. So, that being said, today we're looking at PONKE. I think that's how it's pronounced. Maybe it rhymes with bonk, but it could be ponky or PONKE if it's French. I don't exactly know. We'll go with PONKE for this episode. Now, powered by Solana, a degenerate gambler with anger issues on the Solana network. That sounds like pretty much everyone on the Solana network, so I guess we are PONKE. Everybody is PONKE. Now, if we take a look, you can see they're available for trading on most major exchanges like Gate.io, HTX, Poloniex, BitGet, Bitmart, all of them, BitTrue. Put on a helmet, join the PONKE army by putting on a helmet using their tool. End. Tokenomics made 555 million tokens, but he's a greedy SOB and wants to keep them all for himself. You can see PONKE at work, total supply, token address, and you can buy PONKE there. Now, shows you what it's like. Point of view trading, this is pretty much anyone who's a trader, because you're just losing. As soon as you start trading, you're just losing all the time. Now, You can join, you can ape into PONKE. So basically just typical meme coin there, but some interesting things are coming. Before we get into that, right now PONKE 15 cents. Man, why did they put that right there? 15 cents, market cap $66 million, and you can see the chart right here. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the chart, this is on a log chart, but you can see a nice ascending wedge right here. Now, it turns out I took a look at Bulkowski's charts on the pattern site, and these ascending wedges break down 60% of the time, but they break up 40% of the time, which means it's almost a coin flip. And with, you know, the whole meme coin narrative that I already talked about, and potentially alt season coming up, bull market, all of this stuff, it seems like it might be a little bit more likely that it would break up. Plus also, we're starting to see some support at the 11-cent level, which is the top right there for that peak. So that could be the new bottom for PONKE. 11 cents, if you could get it there, might be a decent place to get it. But this chart right here from Seth, very interesting. WIF and PONKE have some resembles. Just saying. If we take a look, ascending wedge, massive breakup. Look at this, went from 30 cents to $4.50 right there. Look at the same exact thing, maybe similar setup, maybe going to do the same thing. There's no way to say. But if it does, let's take a look at the maths, because that's why everybody watches the channel, for the fun maths. So, PONKE, today, market cap, $68 million, 15 cents per PONKE. So, if you were to invest $1,000 today, now not everybody has $1,000 lying around, but some people do, and maybe you plop that all into PONKE. Well, if you did, you would get 6,666 PONKE, and if that's not good luck, I don't know what is, unless it would be like 69, or just 69. That would be it. That would be the luckiest. But anyways, 6,666 PONKE. If you were to do that, and let's say that this exact scenario played out. As a matter of fact, PONKE did exactly, in terms of market cap, what WIF did. Now, if that were to happen, guess what? $4.8 billion market cap, that alone would 71x your investment, making you $70,581 from a $1,000 investment with a $10 PONKE. Now, that's a possibility. Certainly, I mean, the chart looks similar, so why couldn't it? There's a lot of reasons, but maybe it will. As a matter of fact, it may go beyond WIF, because maybe WIF just wasn't cool enough, not hip enough with the kids. PONKE could be the thing because it rhymes with bonk, and there's many different ways that you could pronounce the name. So all of these, and it's a monkey, and it's angry and on Solana and a degenerate gambler. So all of these, it's just it touches us all in that special spot where we like to be touched, not that other spot where we don't like to be touched. But let's say that it does just a little bit more, and it just happens to do what Shiba did. Okay? Well, $43 billion market cap at all-time high previous cycle. We're not talking about expanding cycles theory. We're not talking about future predictions. This is already something that Shiba did last cycle. Well, if it did that, guess what? 627x your $1,000 investment, making you $627,711 with a $94 PONKE. I know, sounds a little bit outrageous. I agree. But we're not stopping there, because there's still time left in the episode, and for some reason you're still watching. So, let's say, we were talking about Dogecoin earlier. We were saying Dogecoin is an oscillator. Every cycle it goes up. Well, let's say that PONKE becomes really popular, and it ends up doing the same that Dogecoin did last cycle. Again, not expanding cycles theory, just what Dogecoin did last cycle. I mean, that's so, anything could do that, right? And I think some meme coins will do what Dogecoin did last cycle. We will see that this cycle, I think. But if PONKE is one of them, guess what? 1,301x that $1,000. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? Sounds quite juicy. Yeah, that's $1.3 million from $1,000 of PONKE, with almost a $200 PONKE. Now, for the last scenario, because hey, I believe in long shots. It happens. Somebody bought $1,000 of I think it was, I don't know, Da Vinci. He bought a lot of Bitcoin back when it was $1. So somebody could buy something else that could go up a lot, like PONKE. What if it is PONKE? Well, I don't know. But last cycle, what I do know is that Ethereum had a market cap of $559 billion, and I have a feeling that this cycle once we have alt season, probably in a year and a half from now, we will see a lot of altcoins that have market caps of what Ethereum did last cycle. That's my prediction. I could be wrong, but that's my prediction. Well, if that happens, and one of those was PONKE, not only would you love me forever, but you would 8,172x that $1,000, making you $8 million from $1,000 of PONKE with $1,225 PONKE. Now, if that happened, and that's a big if, I would bet pretty much against that happening, but if that did happen, guess what? You would be a millionaire with a mere $122.37 of PONKE today. And that, my friends, is all for this episode. So, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, like the video, join us on Twitter at @cryptolove, and of course, subscribe to the coolest channel ever, this one. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.